Hey guys, what's up? So in this video, we're going to be covering the three trial decks that I'm going to be more focusing on. In the last video, we covered Dark States and Stoichia. Um, First impressions, really impressed. Can't wait to see what we get when we tear into these. Um, I don't know which to open first. We'll open up Gate. We'll save Dragon Empire for last since that's Kagero's, where Kagero was, and we all know how much I love dragons. So let's just tear into this. We're going to cover all three in this video, so this video might be a little longer, but if you aren't interested in Gate or any of them in particular, you can just skip to the one that you would like to see. So just real quickly, you don't get a rule book, which I find honestly a little weird. I think they... well, fuck. You do get this very cheaply made plastic mat that I fucking ripped. That looks pretty much like this. The only thing that's changed is we now have a ride deck and an order deck. And since I ripped this thing is now completely useless, so... But it's not like I was going to use it anyway. So... let's just open this up. So, Gate, this is from the Stargate Nation, for those of you who played in the previous formats. So, that was Link Joker, Dimensional Police, Nova Grappler, and a Stranger, but a Stranger was just like for promo cards. Never played Nova Grappler. That was my friend Connor and couple others, but Connor was the main Nova Grappler player that I knew of. Oh, Andrew. Andrew played Nova Grappler. And then we had Dimensional Police, which one of my best friends and one of my longest teammates, Christian, is a Dimensional Police fanatic. He knows everything about the clan from A to Z. He's by far the best D-Police player I know. And then we have Link Joker, and I loved Link Joker. Link Joker, I remember when it very first came out, and I saw that it played a heavily control style. I was like, oh, I'm going to be all over this, and I've played Link Joker ever since. So, first off, let's jump straight into it. So, we're going to cover the section that's considered the ride deck part of the trial deck first, and the first card that we're going to cover is 4 copies of Aura Battle Princess Seraph Snow. So, Seraph Snow, her ability is, during your turn, if one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets plus 10,000 power, and if 3 or more cards are imprisoned, this unit gets drive plus 1. Damn. I might be wrong here, but I think this is the first card in a trial deck that can get triple drive, so that's pretty good. And then our other skill is an act ability once per turn. You can counterblast 1, choose 2 of your opponent's rear guards, and imprison them in your prison. So that's damn good. Prison, basically, you're going to be banishing them or binding them off the field, and your opponent has a way of getting them back. But it's, I guess, imprisoning cards are replacing locking cards. For the grade 2, we have 4 copies of Aura Battle Princess Riziot Pink. What is it with Bushy Road making horrible long words that I can't pronounce? So auto, when this unit is placed on Vanguard, your opponent chooses a card from their hand and imprisons it in your prison. And then rear guard effect, if one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this card gains plus 2k. Grade 1, 4 copies of Aura Battle Princess Chianti Blue. When this unit is placed on Vanguard, search your deck for up to 1 prison card, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. And then other skill is when this unit is placed on Rearguard, if one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, counterblast 1 and soul blast 1, and draw a card. Man, that's going to get real annoying saying if your opponent has rearguards that are imprisoned in your prison. And then your starter is Aura Battle Princess Ruby Red. If you go second, you ride on top of her, draw a card. So there's your ride deck portion. Then we have 4 copies of Alert Guard Gunner. That's given us the Deep Police looking vibe. This card actually also looks like a Megazord from Power Rangers. I can't remember which series I'm thinking of, but certainly looks like it. Rear guard ability: when this unit's attack hits a vanguard, choose up to 2 of your opponent's rear guards and imprison them in your and put them in your prison. I'm gonna start saying that. I'm sorry, that sounds so much better. Then we have 4 copies of a grade 2 called Security Patroller. When this unit is placed on rear guard, you may Soul Blast 1 and put one of your opponent's rear guards in your prison. Then we have 3 copies of Jeweled Combination Jewel Lion. Okay. Just 10k vanilla. Then we have 4 copies of Autonomic Caution. Grade 1, Rear Guard or Guardian Circle. If one or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned, this unit gets plus 2k and plus 5k shields. So, pretty versatile card. And then we have our 4 copies of our Perfect Guard. So, there's that. So we have our 1 over trigger. That's the standard for all the trial decks. It's Spiritual King of Determination. I think that's Alberia, maybe. I don't know. If it's revealed as a damage check, you get to remove it immediately, draw a card, and your Vanguard receives plus 100 million power. But if it's checked as a drive trigger, you get to do all that, plus one of your units gets 100 million as well. So that's nice. Next we have 4 crits, 4 draws, 3 front triggers, 4 heal triggers. The one thing that's really weird for me is all the text that you see on these triggers is basically explaining what the trigger is. If it's a crit trigger, it adds, plus 10,000 power and plus 1 damage, That's really weird. And then we have 2 copies of our prison. And it's our grade 1 order card. So, in a set order specifically. Its cost is rest one of your units to play this card. Its auto skill: when this card is put into the order zone, soul charge 3. And then continuous effect while it's in the order zone. When your opponent can normal call a rear guard, they can perform the following: Soul Blast 1. If they do, they can choose one of their imprisoned cards and call it to rear guard. Or they can counterblast 1 and choose 2 of their imprisoned cards and call them to rear guard. So they do have options of getting them back out. They're just going to have to spend resources, which, honestly, first glance, yeah, I'm very excited to play Bruntgate. So that'll definitely be fun. So next, we're going to go into Cater Sanctuary. So... oh, come on, you stupid box. Jeez, what do they seal these things with? High-grade epoxy? Alright. So, once again, you get the same playmat. We're not going to look at it again, because I'll probably just tear it again. Open this up. So, Cater Sanctuary, that covers... one second, I need a drink. That covers Royal Gold Shadow Paladin, Angel Feather, Oracle Think Tank, Genesis. Did I say Angel Feather? Royal Paladin, Gold Paladin, Shadow Paladin, Genesis, Oracle Think Tank, Angel Feather, and I think that's it. So we're just gonna dive straight into this. So for the ride deck portion, that's where we're gonna start. Our cover card is 4 copies of Apex Ruler Bastion. Very cool looking card, I must say. So, continuous skill during your turn. All of your grade 3 units get plus 2k, so that's nice. Once per turn, at the end of the battle that your drive check reveals a grade 3, you can discard a card from your hand and then choose one of your rear guards, stand it, and it gets plus 10,000 power until end of turn. So, this fits the aggro style that Paladins like Golden Royal do, and even Shadow in some cases. For the grade 2, we got 4 copies of Knight of Heavenly Spear Rooks. His ability is when this unit is rode upon by Bastion, reveal a grade 3 card from your hand. Reveal 3 grade 3 cards from your hand and draw a card. And then rearguard effect during your turn. If you have 3 or more grade 3 units, this card gains boost and plus 5k. So he can boost for 15. So very nice. Next, we have 4 copies of Knight of Heavenly Sword. Does that say? Okay, Fort. I thought that said fart. Auto. When this unit is rode upon by Knight of Heavenly Spear Rooks, so you're grade 2, reveal 2 grade 3 cards from your hand, and then reveal the top card of your deck. Call it to rear guard if it is a unit card and put it into the drop zone if it isn't. And then its other skill is Act once per turn, Counterblast 1, choose one of your grade 3 vanguards, and it gets plus 5k until end of turn. And then our starter, if you go second and you ride on top of it, draw 1. So there's our ride deck with our leader Bastion. Oh, God dang it, sit. So let's look at the other grade 3s we get here. We get 4 copies of Vehement Witch Ramana. So Ramana's effect is when this unit attacks, you can counterblast 1, and it gains plus 5k until the end of battle. And then we have 4 copies of Knight of Broadaxe Refluke. You get to put rear guard. You may put this unit into your soul to choose one of your grade 3 rear guards, and it gets plus 10k until end of turn. So basically bigger beat sticks. 3 copies of Shadowbow Archer Lisana. Just basic 8k vanilla. 2 copies of a card called Platinum Wolf. I like that. Shocking, I know. Act ability, rearguard, Soul Blast 2, and this unit gets plus 5k until end of turn. Okay, the card kind of sucks, but the artwork is really cool. And then we have 4 copies of our Perfect Guard, so that's there. We got our 1 over trigger, 4 crits, 4 draws, 3 front, 4 heal. Okay, and then we have our 1 order card that we need to cover real quick. And that is 4 copies of the grade 3 order card, the Hour of Holy Judgment Kometh. So, it is, you have to pay 2 to, you have to counterblast 2 to play this. You draw 2 cards, and then you choose one of your units, and it gets plus 5k until end of turn. So, it gives you a little draw power if you need it. So, that's there. So, it's just a normal order card, so it's a one-time effect. Not horrible. Bastion, the support that this deck gets in set 1 is going to make it a whole lot better. Bastion is a really good card. So that does it for Cater Sanctuary. So we get to move on to Dragon Empire in the final slot, which I was going to save this one for last simply because, well, dragons. So Dragon Empire, that is the following clans. We have Kagero, Narukami, Tachikaze, Murakumo, Nubatama, and that's it. So Dragon Empire is played by Yu, that is the main character for the Overdress format. Still can't get past that name. So, I do have only the stuff for this deck on the way right now. I am going to be getting the stuff to update Brontgate and uh, Cater Sanctuary eventually, but this will be the first full deck from set 1 that you see from me. The stuff for the Dragon Empire is on its way from California, so I hopefully should have that for you guys by next week. So for the order deck, for the ride deck first, we're going to cover that. We get 4 copies of Chakrabarthi Divine Dragon Nirvana, Axe Skill Vanguard. Once per turn, you can discard a card from your hand, choose a grade 0 card from your drop zone, and call it to rear guard, which will help you get out your Trick Stars, obviously. And then other Vanguard skill is when this unit attacks, you can counterblast 1, and this unit and all of your units with the Overdress ability get plus 10,000 until end of turn. So, next we have 4 copies of Blaze Maiden Ryu. When this unit is rode upon by Nirvana, you can Soul Blast 1 and search your deck for up to 1 Variana, reveal it and put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. And then during the battle that this unit attacks, she gets plus 2k. So that's nice. Then we have 4 copies of Blaze Maiden Reno. When this card is rode upon by the grade 2, search your deck for up to 1 Trick Star, call it to rear guard, and shuffle your deck. And then whenever this unit, during the battle that this unit attacks, it gains plus 2k. And then we have our 1 copy of Sunrise Egg. So there's that. For the rest, we have 4 copies of Fire Slash Dragon Inferno Sword. Oh, 3 copies, I'm sorry. During the battle that this unit attacks, it gains plus 2k. So that's that. Then we get 4 copies of Variana, which is helps with the Trick Stars, obviously. This is pretty much the main guy for the deck. So, Overdress, Trick Star, you can activate Overdress by placing him on top of Trick Star, basically. Rearguard ability. When this unit is in the Overdress state and it attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 10k until end of turn. Then you may Soul Blast 2 to choose one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. So there's the retiring aspect for the Kagero and Narukami side. Then we got 3 copies of Iron Ball Dragon Anki Bowler, which is just an 8k vanilla. And then we got our 4 copies of our Perfect Guard. And then we get 4 copies of our Trick Star. So obviously this is very important to the deck. So his ability is, while he's on the rear guard, he cannot be chosen by your opponent's card effects. So he can't be destroyed, he can't be bounced, he can't be imprisoned. So he does have some really good protection. You get our 1 over trigger, 4 crits, 4 draws, 3 fronts, 4 heals. And then we get 3 copies of this normal order, which is Sunburst Evolution. Play this card with a counterblast of 1. Choose one of your units and it gets plus 5k until end of turn. Choose a Variana from your drop zone and put it into your hand. So you can use this to help set up your Overdress if you need to. Pretty straightforward. They don't want to make the trial decks too complicated. So anyway, guys, that is my review on the 3 trial decks that the 3 nations that I'm gonna be focused on: Dragon Empire, Cater Sanctuary, and Brontgate. All 3 are actually, for that matter, I'll just go ahead and bring the other 2 in here too. All 5 of these trial decks have their own perks, and they all are really good, and in my opinion, pretty fairly equally balanced. So Bushiroad did a really good job of not creating one trial deck that was just supremely overpowered and the others just are inferior. They're really staying devoted to their promise and saying every nation is going to get equal support. And I'm really excited that every set from here on forward, there's going to be support for all 5 nations in every single booster box. So everybody is going to get support during the same times, and in my opinion, it'll just make the game more fun for everybody. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed these reviews. I enjoyed going through them. I can't wait to sleeve these up and play with them. I'm really excited for this new era. So anyway, guys, thank you very, very much for staying and doing this with me. I hope you're all doing well. Stay safe and healthy until we can get back to actual physical tournaments again, because trust me, guys, I miss it too. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time.